It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Maisel and Friends Brewery and Tanker from Estonia, and it's a bottle of their Freaky Wheat. It's a wheat wine, they've described it. 10.4% ABV, 750 milliliter bottle. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Looks really cool. I'm not sure. I've been racking my brain all afternoon. I'm wondering if I've reviewed a beer from Tanker before. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass then. I've been to a beer festival. Where was I? I was in Norway. I was in Norway at the Bergen Beer Festival 2017, last year, and I was drinking beers from Estonia, from a Estonian brewery there. Can't quite remember the name. They were a very popular Estonian brewery. Can't quite remember the name. But last year was festival year. I also was at Maisel last year. Last September I was at Brewery Maisel. Tremendous. Had a tremendous time at Brewery Maisel. I also had a tremendous time drinking with Estonian brewers in Norway, in Bergen in Norway. It's a one finger, slightly off white head, good levels of carbonation, slightly hazy looking beer. You can tell they call it a wheat wine. In the UK we would probably call this a barley wine. Freaky wheat, Hallertau hops in the beer. Let's get the aroma. Oh yeah, wow. For me personally, this is like an imperial version of a Hefeweizen, a Weiss beer. It's like an imperial Weiss beer. It's got that banana and clove, that kind of German yeast strain aroma to it. But it smells so much bigger than a regular Weiss beer. It's like, it's right up there. This reminds me, Maisel and Friends, I had a beer from them. They made like this imperial bock. I can't remember the name of the beer. It had a ram on there. It had like a sheep ram with the horns. Something bock, strong bock or something. This kind of reminds me of that. It smells terrific. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh wow. Oh wow, that is on fire. Oh. That is insane. That is insane. That is, wow. It's a real good beer for the time of year. It's 2 days before Christmas Day. It's the 23rd of December 2018. It's cold outside, it's dark, it's proper winter. And it's a proper sit by the fire, keep warm, like last beer of the night, or ideally I have this bottle, I'll share this with the wife. Share a big 750 of this. It is 10.4% ABV. If she doesn't want to share it with me, of course I will finish the bottle. No problem there. I've not really got through to the flavours yet. It's just I'm trying to kind of, if I'm honest, I'm biding my time with you guys. I'm kind of like just tasting the beer. Before I give my verdict, my flavours. I thought the aroma was, it was gonna be like this imperial style Hefeweizen. It's kind of like that. You get the slight banana, the slight clove, the definite pepperiness and spiciness. It's warming. It's a warming beer. You can feel the beer sliding down the neck into the pit of the stomach. You can feel that kind of like nice alcohol warming as the beer hits you. It's nicely carbonated. It's got a wonderful mouthfeel. But the Hallertau, I think they've sent me a nice letter. This was sent to me by the brewery. Yeah, Hallertau Blanc hops they've used in the beer. Here's the letter. And you get that kind of, it pulls it away from it being an imperial style Weiss beer. It pulls it all away. I think if you aged a bottle of this for 6 months and the hops died down a little bit, the yeast is always going to be prominent. It's always going to be that kind of like banana-y and clovey, yeasty flavour. So maybe then if you aged it for 6 months and the hops dropped out a bit, you would get a bit more of this kind of like imperial style Hefeweizen as I've been calling it. But I'm drinking this really fresh. This is, you can see the letter's come. This has just come from the brewery. I think it was just yesterday it arrived. And I just, it's one of these beers I thought, this looks amazing. It looks, I love the label, love the big bottle. It was one that I wanted to review really quickly. Some beers do. Some beers like grab you. And it's marketing, yeah? Some beers will grab you, some beers won't grab you. I've got beers down in that cupboard down there that still haven't grabbed me, and they just kind of like stay there. I'll get round to them eventually, but the power of good marketing made me jump into this beer straight away. And I really like it. I really, really like this beer. There's a lot going on. It's biscuity, it's malty, it's bready, there's banana, there's clove, there's lots of spices, lots of kind of like black pepper. The Hallertau hops come through, they give a lovely bitterness on the back end. It pulls it right away from being this overly yeasty, banana-y beer. It pulls it away from being that. And I think that's the reason why they've used these hops in the beer, to kind of like balance it away from being too kind of sweet and yeasty. Well done to Maisel and friends, well done. I'm going to rate it. I really like that beer. It's a Stone the Crows beer. It took me a long time to say Stone the Crows. I wanted to keep tasting and tasting and tasting just to fully understand the beer. But yes, Stone the Crows, 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.